Dawson's Rambles. Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here, coming at you today with a bit of a Dino Fury theory video. So, yesterday we got the finale that aired internationally, and we found out who the mysterious White Ranger in Dino Fury is, and it is Zato. Not only is it Zato, but it's in an original adapted suit from Resoul Red that is kind of like a White Red Ranger hybrid suit. It's got mostly a White Ranger base with like the red symbol, and then you keep the Red Ranger helmet. And it wasn't what a lot of people were expecting. Original suit was on the table, but there was lots of speculation about it possibly being a Sentai suit. You know, Zenkaiser, Shishi Red Orion, calling the Karame Silver suit a White Ranger suit, which would lead us to whatever Sentai might be used in Cosmic Fury, if any, because a lot of people would think, oh, Cosmic Fury, Q Ranger, we're changing the name, maybe we're doing other Sentais. But this is something totally different. Now, apparently at the time of filming, they didn't know they were going to get a third season or not, and this was kind of a hopeful cliffhanger into an adventure that they could do more. So, for all we know, we don't know what they had planned. Maybe they had no idea what they wanted to do for Cosmic Fury, whether they wanted to use Sentai or not. They just thought, hey, we might want to do more if possible. So, who knows what was going through their heads with this. This White Ranger suit could have been made with the idea of, we don't even know if we're going to use this or not. But this video is going to be talking about my thoughts on, does this mean we won't be using any of the unadapted Sentai in a traditional or non-traditional sense? And you know what, to be quite honest, this video is going to be boring for you because truth is, we don't know. As of this recording, we don't know anything. There is the Hasbro PulseCon coming up on September 30th. I think that will possibly shed more light on it. I'm certainly hoping so. You know, I definitely said, like yesterday's video, that I would love for there to be some surprises in regards to either original stuff or Sentai stuff. I don't want to rule that out, and I'm more than happy to welcome something like that. But I do hope that we get more light shed on it so that we can kind of look forward to it with a direction and stop wasting our time talking about Q Ranger and Carrot Ranger. With that being said, I mean, if I'm being honest, based off of this, what I think / hope would happen, and this is just my personal opinion and thoughts, this doesn't have any sort of concrete value, it's just my thought exercises, I'm kind of hoping it's mostly original, and we do like stuff like this, like maybe clean up the suit a little bit, and have some original forms, original suits, and like the basis of it is largely original footage. In fact, if it was all original and we didn't even touch an ounce of unadapted Sentai footage, I would not be upset at all. I would arguably even be happy. With that being said, again, I'm not upset at the idea of us using assets from the other Sentai, but what I think / hope might happen is that we're still going to stick close to the Dino Fury suits. I think that there's a decent chance, at least over 50% chance of us using those Karamager power-ups, and by that I mean not them turning into the Karamagers, but that power-up armor that was in the Karamager vs. Ryu Soldier movie, because it looks very cosmic spacey. Even if that's not like the face of Cosmic Fury, I feel like that would be something cool to use for Cosmic Fury as a power-up at some point. It's also worth noting that this White Ranger suit that Zato's wearing could be a power-up of some sort of similar to Shishi Red Orion, and we could see the regular Dino Fury Red suit brought back, and this could be a form he shifts into. And maybe we'll see alternate forms for the team. Maybe it'll basically be like a super season in that regard. And don't get that twisted. The super season stuff is all psychological. That doesn't mean it's automatically going to be bad. But by that I mean maybe they all have these White Ranger looking power-ups that they use, but we'll also have the base form suits there, kind of like with the Mega Mode stuff in a way. Mega Mode, I'm meaning Samurai. But I don't mean just using for cockpit modes. I just mean having two alternate modes of a similar suit. But I'm kind of hoping it sticks to mainly original, or at least this is what I'm, again, thinking / hoping is going to happen. We stick close to the Ryu Soldier suits with some original footage and original suit aspects. But then, I think there's a possibility we could be using some villains or other elements from other Sentais, because we have dipped into that in the past. I mean, we just used a Ryu Soldier villainous suit from Tokyuger. Wait, we just used a Tokyuger suit in a Ryu Soldier adaption. And that's not unheard of, because we did use one for Cosmo Royale, and not only that, but we also changed it. So it's not like that was out of the realm of possibility, but it was still exciting and neat to see them use that, especially since the Tokyuger villain suits are honestly sick. But you know, they've been doing a lot of surprises lately, and based on Neo Saban's previous track record, I mean, no, this isn't Neo Saban, but based off of how predictable things have been, outside of stuff like Cosmo Royale, I never would have predicted like Dino Fury would have had like Morphin Masters and Tokyuger suits and Lord Zed in it. So we could be in for all kinds of surprises. So it's more than possible, especially if they want to try to save money and possibly use some existing suits or footage, that we could see them adapt villains from a Q Ranger or something like that. People have pointed out that the Karamager suits are rather weak in regards to the Monsters of the Week. Or was it Karamager or was it Zenkaiser. I think it was Kara Major. I think Kara Major had the cheaper looking suits. One of them did. But that doesn't mean you couldn't use some of the main villain suits. But I think that that is at least decently likely. Not in the sense that I'm making a prediction, but I think that that's like more likely than them transforming into the Kara Major suits because we have used the villain suits in the past. But I just get a feeling, especially since this might just be a kind of a one-off final third season, that we'll stick close to the Ryusoulger suits. But I wouldn't be mad at us using Sentai suits for other purposes. That's not off the table completely. Like, I wouldn't be mad at the idea of that rumor that, oh, Billy would be Zenkaiser for like an anniversary thing. I wouldn't be mad at that. I don't think it's going to happen. That's like wild fan speculation, but I wouldn't be mad at that idea. I mean, I would almost more so love, rather than us having the Rangers lose their powers and become the Kara Majors, I would rather us meet some alien Rangers in space, and that's the Kara Major team, and they are like reoccurring characters, you know, that we meet maybe for 3 or 4 episodes, and that would be kind of cool to see those suits there, expand the lore of alien Rangers in space, and it would be almost like an homage to Alien Rangers, I feel. So I wouldn't be opposed to something like that. I would almost prefer that, us to stick to the Ryusoulger suits with possible like original forms like Zato's, and then if we use any Sentai suits that we hadn't seen yet, they're Rangers from other worlds we meet. I think that would be kind of cool. It could give you a really cool expansion on the lore. What I like about this is that I think Power Rangers has thrown us a lot of big surprises that I wasn't expecting, including, part of me still like, dude, I can't believe we went back to Go Busters still. So I think that there's possibility for us to be surprised, and that excites me. And I think Dino Fury did a lot of things that I wouldn't have expected, like, again, in regards to using stuff like a Tokuger villain. Even bringing Zed back, even though it wasn't my favorite, stuff with the Morphin Masters. So I think there is a possibility for some nice surprises. But I'm going to temper my expectations. I almost feel like this White Ranger suit is a physical representation of kind of where my expectations were. Where it was going to be something kind of new and exciting, but not necessarily that close to a lot of the wild fan speculations. The wild fan speculations that were going on. So I don't know if necessarily the White Ranger is a sign that we're going to be using Sentai or not. But I personally, and I don't want to make any claims because again, they could totally surprise us. But I do want to say that I think that it is a sign to temper your expectations and to not necessarily expect what you were thinking in regards to like Q Ranger or Kara Major or Zenkaiser or whatever. I think that it's a sign that it's not going to be traditional, because they did say that it's going to be a little bit something different, and that excites me. So we'll wait and see. I'm excited for the possibilities. I definitely hope, as I said, they shed more light on it on the 30th, because I want to go on and to be able to talk about and speculate about the season with a little bit more of a clear direction. As fun as it is for like a thought exercise to think, what if they met the Q Rangers or turned into the Kara Majors or whatever, I feel like that's taking up a lot of the conversation of like what people's favorite Sentai is going to be used, and I want to maybe more so be able to focus on what the story could be. I don't want to know everything. Like, if there's going to be a surprise in the season, I don't want to know that, but I would like a little bit more of a clear direction so we can sort of cut off all of the variant timelines of, Sentai discussion. But what do you guys think is going to happen? What do you hope is going to happen in regards to what, if any, Sentais we use, or any like elements of Sentai we use in the next series? Let me know in the comments. As always, until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps, ring that bell, so you get notifications for my videos. Dawson Ryder, signing out.